I'm Shelby.
And I'm Courtney.
We're exploring our past
Looking forward to our future.
and living for the present,
All
all while learning
learning
how to
how to
live
live
magic.
magic.
Check time. Hey,
We're getting pretty good at these, like getting them in an hour rounds.
no, so I was just checking the clock. We're ready to go. See if we
The
can get through more than 3 hobbies today.
the poor people have sat with us through like I feel like almost 2 hour episodes though, so
Well, those are the real ones.
I know, real ones know. Um, let's talk about something that happened in our lives this week that is bigger than anything that happened for either of us, and that's KG.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Queen and her
So if
absolute
people
legend.
absolute legend. I assume people who have been listening, like, unfortunately, just will listen to us talk about anything, so they know who KG is. But if you don't, KG is a podcaster who we found like pretty early on in our podcasting
Mhm.
career. Um, her podcast and like social is living the KG life. What'd you say?
Career.
Career. Um, she's the best. She does like a lot of Run Disney related content.
Yeah.
She's here a lot.
We just love her. We like instantly clicked. Did we, when we went to dinner with her one day, did we go to the podcast before that or after?
Did we do the podcast with her in person?
No, but like I know we went to dinner and I don't know if that was like before we did a podcast with her or after.
I don't know. I don't
I
remember
don't
either.
know. She's just like she like vibes. We all vibe. She's
Yes.
a good human. Uh,
Yes. She's a great human, truly.
tr- yeah, good is not good enough. Great. Um, and she's local-ish to me in
Yes.
Boston.
Yep. You guys both love the Boston sports.
We love the Boston sports. Um, and she's an absolute legend. And last year, she ran so was it last year or the year before that she ran Dopey?
I don't remember, and I'm gonna say it would have been absolutely insane to even attempt. No, because I think when did she end her perfect? She did like a perfect run Disney season,
Which was her Dopey season,
which was her Dopey season. So maybe it was 2 years ago.
perhaps. Anywho, she
It
ran
was
Dopey,
2 years ago. Yeah.
which is anybody who runs Dopey, you are truly crazy. Um,
Yes.
and then she got into Boston last year, super duper last minute.
Yes.
Super last minute. And
Yes.
he trained her butt off, and then it just like didn't pan out. It was really hot that day. I think
Yes.
she got to like the halfway mark and just like knew her body wasn't gonna make it.
But also like 10 out of 10 for respecting her body and like knowing when to like call it, because I think there are people who cause lifelong injuries to
Yes,
themselves for just like not paying attention to that and like know the difference, you know?
1000%.
Yes.
But then this legend is like, no, doing that once and giving up wasn't good enough for me.
Yeah,
I'm
insane.
going again for redemption. And she got into the Boston, fundraised again,
Yep.
like over $10,000 raised both years.
Insane.
Did the Boston Marathon this last Monday, completed it. You and me, if you look at our text thread, we really
Yeah.
should. We should send her like we should screen record and send it to her because it's
Yeah.
so funny. We were so stressed. I felt like I ran it. Just kidding. Not at all. But like
It was no, it was intent like whew.
her, which okay, let's talk about this. We're just like telling her story. I'm sure on Living the KG Life, she will do a recap on her
She
Boston
has to.
Marathon
I know. I was just
experience.
thinking like we need it.
Yeah, but I cannot believe this. So we had chit chatted after Kyle and I did the Disney half marathon and how annoyed we were that our chip didn't read for tracking.
Mhm.
Who freaking cares? Because her chip didn't read for the freaking Boston Marathon.
It like worse than that. It stopped tracking her like around the same place that last time she stopped.
Yeah, like it was like right at a little over halfway.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
insane.
oh my God, what's going on? Thankfully, we know one of her friends. So I reached out and I was like, where is she? And she was keeping us up to date. But I'd be so mad, run
Oh
Boston,
my gosh.
that's not tracking. Oh my God.
Well, and I
And
wonder, you and I like obviously aren't in the forums and stuff like we are of like Run Disney. I wonder if it happened to a lot of people or if it like got bent or like what
yeah, I have no
happened.
idea. And also, I haven't even talked to her about that because
I haven't either.
I'm more just like, let's celebrate her, but I'm like living for it.
Yeah,
And
I know.
I don't even know if
Huge,
she cares. I have no idea if she cares. But um
amazing.
truly, yeah, I had because here the news is just like Boston Marathon all day long, all day long, all day long. So we were getting towards the end, and I'm just like sitting here watching the news, like changing each channel just for like them to like pop up, and they were like at the finish line, and I could see like little people like crossing, and I'm like trying
Yeah,
to see if one of them was KG because I couldn't track her and I didn't know exactly where she was, and I just like needed to know that she did it, and well, she did. So
unbelievable. I summarize it with this. I AJ obviously knew she was running. And I said, like, after it happened, after she finished, I just obviously both of us were like, I can't believe that just happened. You and I, like, I can't believe she did that. That's so incredible, whatever. And like, after like the fifth time I said it to you, I think I said it to AJ. I was like, can you believe that KG just ran the Boston Marathon? And he just was like, yeah, she's a beast. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess that does make sense. Like, yeah, I don't know why it's like shocking. It's not shocking to me. It's shocking to me that people could even drive a marathon, let alone like run it. But
I agree.
I just
And
love AJ's so right. He's like, yeah, if you know her, of course she did. Like,
of course she did.
right.
And I also this she's not going to take this the wrong way. I know she won't. But like KG is just like one of us, right?
Yeah, yeah,
There,
yeah, yeah.
there's like the first people who are running the Boston Marathon, like no offense, they're just built different, okay?
Yes.
And like they're just built different.
It's
KG
yes.
is one of those people that needs to have those mental strengths like us who barely can get through a half marathon. Like the mental toughness you have
Yes.
to like keep telling yourself to keep going. And then not only that, but the redemption side of it is that is so empowering. Like I hope she knows that she can literally do anything now.
I totally agree. I asked AJ this morning, like, do you think she's gonna set another like life goal, or is this just like once you've done that it's like do I really need to do anything else in my life because like that's pretty big.
I know that's how well, those people like who run dopey like every year.
Yeah,
I'm like, why?
yeah, like you did it, you check.
Yeah, check
Yeah,
done.
totally.
Anyway, so congrats to KG,
Yes,
sending her all the love. And if you don't listen to her podcast, I'm sure she's going to come out with one um,
she
who
has
actually
to.
experienced it rather than just like us chit
Right,
chatting about her.
right, like making up the stories in our head of like what happened. I love it.
Right, truly.
Just like how we described Disney Imagineering, it's fine.
Yeah, we don't know anything. We just know that KG
Is
completed
a
the run.
legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Anywho, um, anything fun and exciting you had Easter? Well, we all had Easter.
Yeah, we all had Easter. My mom took like a cupcake decorating class.
Oh, I saw
Yeah,
these.
she's like always taking classes. And so I went up and she was like, help me decorate. She's having a party later this week. So I helped her decorate these cupcakes to get ready. And like it was really fun and not super hard.
Yeah, isn't it kind of like I find it like therapeutic to do that kind of stuff. If it
Yes.
wasn't for the mess that you have to clean up after, I would do that like all day long.
Well, and I just like left the mess. Bye.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it was great.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also very instant gratification. Like you like plop it down and it's either good or it's not. That's
So
it.
right. Yeah.
So Yeah, it was like designed for me like a child class, right? Because like she baked the cupcakes, she pre-mixed the frosting, she put the tips in, she set up the table. I just like sat down and blobbed
Had
it
to do
on.
the, yeah,
Yeah, so
the
it was
fun part.
great.
And you left the mess to be cleaned up.
You got it.
That's ideal.
Yeah, was ideal. How was your Easter? How was the bunny money?
They switched it up on us. They didn't do it this year. I know, which I'm fine with.
I know
I
you
inter
said that before. Yeah.
like I am like, let's stop this. This it's so expensive. They did a little something different for us this year where it was basically a game that we had to play and there was like something like hidden and my mom like sewed, of course, these like eggs and they like stuffed them with candy and like each of them had like a bill in them, like a dollar bill, not a dollar.
Oh
And
yeah.
you opened yours and you decided if you wanted to keep it or like swap with somebody, but you didn't know what the other people had.
Oh, like somebody could have like a five, somebody could have 100, whatever.
Right. So
Got it.
it was like exhilarating.
Wait, so you like opened it and had to like hide what you saw.
Yeah, and you were like, "Ooh, do we want this or do we not?"
But I love that because you guys are like gamblers.
Right.
Was it
Yeah.
fun?
And it was like you have to like show your poker face of like, I don't have a $100 bill.
Who won? Who got the big bill?
Not me.
Was it Tyler?
I don't think Tyler did either.
Oh, how do you not know?
I'm trying. There was quite a bit of us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I just assumed it was like one, two, three, four, five kids.
No, it was the five kids, and then Reed and Ange joined us, and
Nice.
my cousin Jordan. I
Oh,
think actually
nice.
Ange got it.
Good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it
Very
was good.
fun.
And
Your bunny bread, I was screaming. I felt so bad that I said something to you like it looks like a dead turkey or something, but
somebody else in my family said it looked like a turkey.
oh my gosh. But
I
everything
was,
else you made looked amazing.
yeah, I nailed the cinnamon rolls.
They looked good.
They were a labor of love. They took forever, but like they didn't take forever for work, but it was like
Steps.
you had to like let the dough rise overnight. And I was like, okay, I can map that out. Well, I didn't read the rest of the instructions that when you then like put it all together and roll the dough and you cut your cinnamon buns, they then have to rise for another 2 hours. So I was like, we're gonna be eating these
Oh.
at dinner time. Like, what the heck?
Oh.
But
Do
it,
you Here's your sourdough question of the week. Do you find at this point that you okay, I guess it's a multi-tiered question. Your starter, are you keeping it for the most part out or do you put it in the fridge?
I'm keeping it out, but I need to put it in the fridge.
Why? Because you just like always have so much.
No, because I don't like I'm not out here baking every day,
That's what I mean. You're like just have a lot of discard.
but I don't feed it every day.
And like, how do you know then that it's not going to go bad?
I don't know.
Also, are you don't feed it every day?
No, because that's why I need to put it in the fridge.
And do you know, like, when you feed it, are you pretty experienced now that you know, like, 6 hours later is usually the mark in my house, in my conditions, that it's like
Sort of, kind of. So like
perfect?
mine currently hasn't been fed. It's today's Wednesday when we're recording. Mine hasn't been fed. I didn't feed it since Sunday.
It's just sitting there out on the
Just
counter.
sitting there out on the counter, which is not ideal.
Does it get like watery, like the hooch stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like when I go to feed it, I'm gonna dump almost like all of it out and then I'll do like a big feed. So if I wanted to bake something tomorrow, if I fed it right now, if I dumped most of it out and then like gave it a big feed, tomorrow it would be like back and ready to go.
Like tomorrow, what time?
I could probably in the morning.
I feel like I have to watch mine. I feel like it has like a peak of like an hour
Oh.
and then it
But
starts
this
like
is why for me,
deflating.
I'm like, why am I not just sticking it in the fridge? Because if I have to feed it a big feed to get it back going, because it's been sitting on the counter, then I might as well just be sticking it in the fridge. But
But don't you have to feed it if you take it out of the fridge anyway?
right.
And then you're just adding an extra step because it has to be like warmed up.
No, some people just say they feed it like right out of the fridge.
Oh,
Yeah, I have that's where but in my mind I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna bake today. Like I just think I'm gonna bake every day, and it's so false. My kitchen's still a disaster from my Easter baking because
Yeah,
that
it's
was
like
a
a
whole
lot.
thing.
Yes.
I can't
Yes.
bake anytime soon. Like what am I doing?
I have bagels. They're doing like a cold ferment in the fridge.
Hmm.
I need to like put those in today, but they're not going to be good, but it's fine. I'm just
Why?
like they just like don't look good. I don't know. But
Oh,
I'm still learning. I've made a lot of great things and I've made a lot of terrible things.
but that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. I really want to figure out the balance of like there was a while my starter was like going, living, thriving, whatever, and then I put it in the fridge and I've taken it out and I just feel like it's taking a lot of gasoline to like get it revved up again.
Oh,
I don't know why. Is
I
that
don't
not
know.
normal?
I only put mine in the fridge that one time when we went to Disney because I knew
Oh,
we were.
right.
And when I took it out and I did leave it on the counter to like warm up a little, set it, and it was back going.
Yeah, I don't know. And then I tried to make like a Levain, which I also don't understand because it's basically like just a new batch of
Wine.
starter.
Yeah. I don't really get the terms.
I don't, yeah, none of it makes sense to me. I don't know. Sorry that this has become a sourdough podcast. Somebody pray for us.
But we like I will say that we have inspired a lot of people to start because I talked
Yeah.
to people on an Instagram who say that they now sourdough. So
Yeah. And it is fun.
it's fun and like I had texted you because I was like, I'm so glad you're on the sourdough journey so you
Yes.
understand
Yes.
my struggles. And it's like so much planning, which is so not me. But the other day I like could not figure out how I was gonna have enough discard versus active sourdough to like bake what I needed at the correct times and yada yada yada. And then like I had an epiphany to just move it into a separate jar. Duh.
That was so funny. I know I was cracking up because it's so real. Like there's just so
And
many rules and so many like, yeah.
yeah, anywho.
My like saving grace has really been ChatGPT with the sourdough because I can say like I have 500 grams, 527 grams exactly. Here's a picture of it. Here's what it smells like. Here's whatever. And it'll be like, okay, well, if it smells like wine, that's good. If it smells like cheese, that's bad. And that's like helpful for me.
Oh, okay, fine.
Or it'll say like, if you have that much discard, you could make two things or freeze a little bit for like a backup starter, like whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, so you're here collecting all your discard.
No, I just am trying to like learn. I don't understand what I need. I think my next step is like I need to set up like a time lapse camera on the starter because I need to know how long it takes to like rise, peak, and then die again. I think I feed it a lot at night and then I think it peaks like early morning and I just don't have time to like look at it or mess around until at least 8 o'clock. So I'm just like, I don't know. What did
That's
you do last night, buddy? And then it's
yeah.
like, I guess it, especially with gluten free, they say like the temperature is really important. So like I have a thermometer right next to it and whatever, but it has to be like 75 to like 79, which is pretty particular,
That's like pretty warm.
pretty warm.
Your house is not that warm.
No, it's not. So I'll like put it in the
Micro.
microwave, but then like gotta make sure somebody doesn't use the microwave. Gotta make
Well,
sure.
somebody when I was getting my like starter started, somebody told me to wrap it in a towel as if it was like a scarf to keep it warm.
But did that work?
Yeah, that's how mine got going.
Oh, that's smart. I found that putting it in the oven, I with the light on, I think it got too hot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I don't know.
We just lost a bunch of listeners, so
I
let's move on.
know. Sorry guys, but it's our hobby.
You're right.
I want to share another, it's not a new hobby, but kind of a new hobby that I have right now. I basically have every attachment known to man for my KitchenAid mixer at this point.
Yes.
But the best one that I have is like a chopper and a dicer.
Oh, I don't have this one.
It's the best. So now on like grocery day, I've been just like bringing I've been getting a lot of like carrots, celery, zucchini, squash, and I just like cube all of it, like dice all of it in
Yeah.
this machine. It's just like done. And then like in the morning when I'm making eggs, I'll throw some zucchini in. If I want to make soup, it's already chopped. If I want to make dinner like chicken and quinoa, pre-made, it's just like so much easier. And also then I don't have to clean the
Yeah,
chopping stuff every time.
every time.
So that's like
So
really been working for me.
that is I need the link.
I know. I'll drop the link. I'll drop the link. It's actually a harder one to find because most of the ones they sell just does like slicing.
Yeah, I have the spiralizer,
I have that too. Yep.
but I use that one except for apples when I make apple pie.
No, this thing like is the best.
But is it like a pain to clean? Because I find the spiralizer to be an annoyance.
I mean, it's not like fun, but to me, if I only have to clean it once the
Yeah,
whole week and like then I don't have to get out the chopping board, I don't have to get out the
that's a win.
knife, like all that stuff.
Yeah, that's a win.
So yeah, it's really the best. And it has like a little stomper to like get the
It's
chunks out of
all
the
the way through. Yeah.
yeah, so it's the best.
Okay.
Anyway,
Anywho,
is that all you got for this week's updates?
today was our last day because we dropped out of Tumble Tots. So, woo!
You dropped out?
We didn't drop out, but like
You dropped
we signed
out.
up. We signed up for 4 weeks and we're
Your
done.
4 weeks are up and you're not signing up for four more.
We're not we're
I'm
not signing up
dying.
for 4 more. But we're also not signing up for 4 more because the last 2 weeks we also have swim class,
Mhm.
and swim is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then that means gymnastics will be on Wednesdays, and that
That's too
just
much.
feels like a lot.
That's like, yeah, easing you into like a elementary school lifestyle a little too early.
Yeah, except for I also have to participate. So like it's a lot.
True, true, true. What about April? Is she gonna continue to go?
No.
Okay. Wow. So we're all done.
We're all in agreement that it was just too structured.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You could do tumble tots in
Um
the backyard. Get a couple dive rings.
well, that and like he has like a couple of like climb pieces here that he can
Hmm.
just we're good. Um I can't share why, but well I need to make a PSA.
You're like, I have an announcement. I can't say the word monkey, but if I say animal who eats bananas,
Yeah. Um no, but this is a PSA because some people may know if they're paying attention to my life, if they care. Um we're not going to Disney this weekend anymore.
so sad.
We were supposed to be there this like leave Saturday. Um but it's just rescheduled. We are going at the end of May now.
Good.
That's all.
Why?
I can't I can't
So it
kind
is
of fun.
it's all good though. Like it's rescheduled. We're on
It's
board.
all for good reason. Yeah.
It's for good reason. Everything got rescheduled. This is like a family trip. Everybody was able to like
Yep.
reschedule or whatever.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying like that's great. It's great.
Because we're now going Memorial Day weekend, so it's like
Oh,
less yeah, time off from work. So it really kind of
nice.
worked out.
Where were you staying and where are you staying?
We were staying at Caribbean Beach,
Yep.
and now we're staying at Coronado. But
Oh,
like,
nice. Upgrade.
yeah, but not in a tower.
I mean, that's okay.
Sure. But like also let's manifest a tower upgrade. They sometimes do that. So
Yeah. Are you all on the same booking reservation? And did you use a travel agent?
yes, we used Veronica, and
Nice.
I mean obviously she must have us all linked somehow, but we're all like 3 different rooms.
No,
Three
yeah,
different
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's very exhilarating.
So that is that. Okay, so when we're not in Disney, now you know.
But you'll be here at the end of May.
Yeah.
Great. I'm
Without
looking forward
passes.
to it. That what?
Without annual passes.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, is that your tickets will be or your tickets already expired?
They expire May 1st.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
Sad, isn't it? It's a sad day
It is a sad day, but for good reason.
for me.
Baby on board.
I know it's just like, man.
I know. Just I have a feeling you'll like buy it by the end of the trip. You'll just be like, I don't know.
Yeah, but see, that wouldn't be worth it for me because I'm not going in the summer.
No.
And then like I'm gonna have a baby, so I'm not gonna be able to
Yeah,
go.
true.
Like it's not gonna be like of value for me.
And you're due like September, you said?
September.
So like yeah, that's the end of summer. Like August is the worst. So
Yeah, I wouldn't. No,
no. Yeah. Yeah,
it's a
yeah, yeah.
no. It's a no for me. Like
Heard.
not
Heard.
pregnant,
Heard.
let alone. And it's just
Uh
like not having an annual pass. When you have an annual pass, it's like easy to be like, hey, let's just like go to Disney because
yeah, because
paid
it's like free. Yeah.
it's free. Girl
Yeah.
math, it's free.
Girl math, they're paying you to be there. I mean, there's like discounts. Come on.
I know. So like yeah, exactly. And this is just gonna be harder, but it's fine.
Are you guys doing the dining plan when you come?
No.
Okay. On purpose?
Yeah, well, we're not like we have like one dining room reservation, maybe two. But like I'm not here for like a sit down every day.
Agree. Yeah, and I guess you probably have to get that like nicer one because you're at a moderate.
I don't know what the rules are, but like we're gonna do a sit down,
Sure. Yeah, but you're not trying to do like two a day and a quick
do a
service or whatever
day,
it
and then
is.
like
Yeah.
even if you have like the quick service menu, then what do we do on the day that we do have a sit down?
Right. No, that's valid.
I don't know.
I I like don't understand the dining plan at all anymore, but I have a mission to figure out a way to do it and just like only do a stay for food. Like a 2-day stay, something like very limited. Obviously we live here, it's like not important about rides and stuff, but like maximize the use. Like use like four
Yes,
credits toward a signature dining
there's
experience and like
definitely ways to make it worth your while.
yeah.
And I also think if you're doing it like when they have like a promotion, like I know they just
Yes.
like the kids are free one. Now, if we had like older kids,
Yeah, right. You
I think
d-
feel like that could be of value because just let alone just their snacks are technically free.
does Brooks eat at this point, like when you come in at end of May, will Brooks just like eat off of your plate or you'll get him like his full own meal?
When we went with the McGills, we were getting him like his own meals, like his own kids' meals.
And he's like pretty much eating them.
He's a little bit of a picky eater.
Is he?
Oh my God, it's literally terrible. But he'll go for some chicken nuggets and fries.
But he'll eat like to me, I get the picky eater thing. I think that happens to a lot of kids, but more like just because I have no frame of reference, the volume. Because like presumably that's enough food for like a melee sized adult, right? Or
Yeah, and
child.
like some days he will eat the entire meal
That's amazing.
for dinner. He's a very like he doesn't eat a whole lot for lunch. So when it comes time for dinner, I think he's like, "Oh wait, I am hungry," and like will actually eat it. But it's not always. That's not always. So
And
like
you
one dinner he'll eat the entire kids meal. And the next day we'll have dinner and we'll order him the same thing because be like, oh, he liked it yesterday. And then he'll have like two bites and he's like, yeah, I'm good. Okay, cool.
it's like I already ate that food, thank you.
Yeah. But if we got him something else, he wouldn't eat it.
Well, fair, fair.
Yeah.
And tell me, I'm always like curious about this because I feel like if I had a kid about this age, I and like the things you're describing, I would probably gain like 600 pounds because I'd be like, oh, you don't want the extra chicken nugget, Bobby? I'll eat it just like
so
all day,
like
every day.
so like Kyle will definitely eat it if
Yeah,
whatever. We try to be like we I say he's a picky eater because he is, but like every whatever we eat, we always offer him our food first, like so
got
that
it.
he'll try something. And so we always offer him like what we're eating, but we have like frozen dino chicken veggie nuggets in the freezer, which if he's not eating, they get heated up and that's what he eats for dinner.
Sure.
But if we like go out to eat, a lot of the times, like when we're home, because it's like a restaurant that we have all the time. Disney's a little different because like we want to try something for ourselves.
Sure.
But we're home, Kyle will be like, I'll just get this, and then Brooks can eat
Oh,
it.
you're not gonna get like, yeah, some weird like exotic fish dish. You're gonna get
Yeah,
like a burger because you know he'll eat it or whatever.
because he'll eat it. Or a lot of times we do like takeout rather than like sitting down at a
Yep.
restaurant. I mean, we will every once in a while, but even then we'll just like we'll heat him up his chicken nuggets then if he's not
Well,
gonna eat
that, yeah, I would never
while
be
we're off.
ordering like takeout specialty food for a
Yeah.
kid who like prefers the nugs.
Yeah, exactly. So, but we're at this like weird, it's like hard because he doesn't know any better. Like
What do you mean?
like there you hear about like when he gets older, sure, like this is what's for dinner. If you're not going to eat it, then
Oh,
that
right.
then I don't know, go hungry, I guess.
Yeah.
But he doesn't understand that, and like he needs something. So if these frozen chicken nuggets he'll eat them, then like is what it is.
He's, yeah, like fed his best or whatever they say.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
we're kind of like, at what age do we,
Yeah, I don't,
you know?
have you ever tried like not, like if he's like, I don't want that, just like not feeding him? Does he eventually like have like a meltdown because he's starving or like what happens?
No, he really doesn't care.
That's wild.
So
That's
I know.
wild.
So a lot of sometimes at lunch, like at lunch, I don't go like above and beyond if he's not going to eat what I gave him. Then
Yeah,
I'm not going to like keep cutting up food for him
sure.
to not eat it. I'll be like,
Sure.
it's lunch, whatever. If you didn't eat that, go hungry. And
Yep.
then he'll eventually ask for a snack, and I'll put a snack in his snack cup. But like I know that dinner's coming, so he's going to eat.
Wait, like how does he ask for a snack?
He grabs his snack cup and gives it to me.
That's so cute. Okay, great.
But like at dinner, I'm a little bit more like, you need to eat something.
Sure.
What are you doing?
Sure.
Breakfast? Kid's a breakfast guy. Loves breakfast.
Like breakfast foods.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. Loves breakfast. Anywho.
That's amazing. Yeah, sorry. I'm always like learning different things from these parenting, like you, all my friends with kids. I'm like, how does that work? Because of course you think in theory, like just starve him or whatever. Like he'll just eat whatever you give him. What do you mean he doesn't eat what you give him? How does he know there is chicken nuggets in the freezer? But like
I know.
I don't know. It all like
They
happens.
learn
Yeah.
pretty quickly.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Amazing.
It's it
Okay, we have 20 minutes.
Oh my
I'm
god, we're
screaming.
so bad at this. Okay.
I am screaming. We have 20 minutes
No, we have
left.
30.
You're right. We have like 30. You're right.
All right, let's go. Come on, give me people's hobbies.
Um, yeah, let's talk about people's hobbies. Um, this is Alicia, I think it's Alicia or Alicia Clower. I horseback ride. Get it,
Oh,
girl. I rode as a teen, but I've committed to riding fully as an adult. I have a horse, so I can ride whenever I want if I need to relieve stress. Last year, I set a goal for myself and I worked toward it. It's been so great to have had a goal in life to work toward. I also really turned into reading as an adult. I need to know everything about that because what was the goal? Like, did she like compete? Did she, I don't know, like, what was the goal?
that I like that she said that she started as a teen, but like continued as an adult. Because like a lot of people are like, you ride as a kid and then, or maybe a teen, and then you kind of like stop. So that's really full commitment though to get your own horse.
I I agree. I had a horse. Um, in like, I don't know, seventh grade through like beginning of college. I loved
Yes,
it.
your teen years.
Yeah. But then I
So
like
does I
fell
want to know,
off.
does her horse live at her house? Does she have like a barn and a stable at her house, or are you like you use somebody else's stable? Like what's that's commitment.
Yep.
I
Yep.
can barely remember to feed the cats. Oof.
Uh, yeah, all your questions I have too. I boarded my horse, so like somebody else fed him, did all the things, which is lazy, I guess, but like we just didn't have a barn.
Right.
Um, and then I like worked to like pay off my lessons and stuff, like at the barn. I like
Yeah.
shoveled poop and stuff, but um I loved it. The barn was the best. I like
I know.
still
So
love
that's
the
like
smell of poop. Yeah.
if you're, I mean, I guess it's either way, but like I can't talk myself into like going downstairs to get on the treadmill, let alone now you're gonna like talk yourself into either going outside or like stopping at the stable on your way home.
That's like people, it's the equivalent to me of people who like go to a gym. like an in-person gym. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna get clean enough that you could be presentable. I mean, maybe I just like really let it go a little too hard around here, like stinking, but like you're gonna clean up enough to go out in public where other
Right.
people are gonna watch you exercise. You might have to wait in line for like a machine or whatever.
I think we need to stop because I feel like we're just like talking about how lazy we are. Okay,
I
moving
know,
on.
you're right, you're right, you're right. Couch girls for life.
Bad look, bad look.
Um, Kristen is on here, Kristen Anderson Campagna. She is someone who listens to our pod for a long time and we became friends. She came down one day and we did like a 24-hour trip together, which was really fun.
Amazing.
She just moved here.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I know. She like got her dream job. It's so exciting.
Oh, that's
I know. So she's like on here commenting. She's a horse trainer. So just like shout out to her. Amazing. Um, that's turning your hobbies into dreams or like
yeah,
careers. Amazing. Great.
yeah.
Angie Heck. I just got back into quilting after taking a break for a few years. I think she commented on the quilter we were talking about earlier. Here's two I finished and parts of one I'm working on now.
Not
Yes.
gonna lie, I got on Marketplace and I was looking at sewing machines after we last chatted.
Well, you have a sewing machine of some sort.
No, I don't.
You don't have any, well, because mom.
Yeah,
I know. I think, no, I have mine right now. Usually I just like leave it at my mom's because I'm like, you know how to
but
use
I want
this,
an
right?
embroidery machine.
Yeah. Well, what embroidery do you want to do?
I want to do like big embroidery.
Well, doesn't that take like a special
Yeah,
kind of
it's
machine?
not happening. Okay.
I mean, you know who to talk to about that, Lindsay. She probably
Yeah,
knows like everything.
they're a little out of my price range.
Yeah. Get it. Just have like singer sponsor you.
Believe me, I thought about it and I was
You
like, my
should.
content not that good.
Yes, it is.
Naughty board, but
Yes,
off
it
the
is. I
okay,
believe in you.
move on.
I would watch for the sewing content. Okay. This is a person who shares a name with my robot devices, so I'm not gonna say it very loudly, but Alexa.
Oh, okay.
Hilston Purkis. Her favorite thing to relieve stress is make lists. You better get it, girl. I
This
will
is
pr
this is your soul sister right
This is
here.
my soul sister. I will prep packing lists for trips more than a year out, ideas I
Oh
have,
God.
literally anything. I love a good list. Every day I make a to-do list for myself, for personal and work. I'm a teacher, and it saved me. Um, she has some other things I'll read in a minute, but I, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. One of my hobbies is birding, and we have a pair of mourning doves, a couple of like they're paired, they mate for life. And one is pregnant and building a nest in the neighbor's yard, and I'm watching, and so I keep bringing her special sticks, and I brought sticks home. We went on a hike this morning, and I got special sticks, and I brought them home, and now the husband's over here picking out sticks for the nest, and
Oh my God.
we're just living my dreams. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
let me tell you more about Alexa and
Okay.
her lists. Because this is like the only one I commented on because I was dying. I use a combination of things. I asked where she keeps her list. She has a special notebook designed for to-do lists from Walgreens, a standard notebook for home, the reminders app on her iPhone. Um, she shares a lot with her husband so she can check it off if needed. And she
Yeah.
like shared a screenshot. She's crushing it.
I mean, making packing lists a year out, that's you go, girl.
You go, girl. Yeah, that's my friend Megan does that stuff. Megan has lists for like, she has like a specific app that tells her like what is stored in every cabinet. Cause like she's
No.
very good at organization. So like the one above the refrigerator, like it's a lot of list, it's a lot to get up there and figure out what's up there. Like she just
Yeah,
keeps it in
no.
like an app.
That's commitment.
Amazing, right?
I mean, yeah, I feel as though if I had more list, I would close a lot of tabs inside of my head.
Yes.
Um, yeah.
I recently heard like a Mel Robbins podcast and she said something to the effect of like once a week you should just do a brain dump for exactly what you're talking about. Like there's stuff living in your head that's like has no business being there. Like
One thousand.
of course you need to think about like what you and everybody in the house is going to eat for lunch in an hour or whatever. But like do you need to be thinking about your grandma's old tablecloth that needs to be restored so
Right.
that you can get it out next Christmas? No. But
No,
like, are you going to lose sleep over it tonight? Probably.
probably. No, I
So,
agree. Um, can we just give a shout out though to Alexa for recognizing that that is a hobby?
yeah, I actually good call. Good call. I love that.
Because, we're over here like we have no hobbies, but
Yes.
that is a hobby. She's right.
I actually, thank you for saying that. I have designed my own, where's the screen? Printable sheets that are
Look
like
at you.
specific to me, things that are important to me to get done,
Yeah,
like drinking my wa a certain amount of water every day,
but you
eating
spent
vegetables, whatever.
time to sit there and design that. That's a hobby.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, it's not a waste of time. It's a
No.
very worthwhile cause,
Yeah.
and it brings me joy.
Well, then that's all that matters, really.
Yeah. What did we ever at the beginning of this 10-part series, did we ever look up the definition?
No.
Okay, a hobby is either a small horse or pony, screaming, screaming, or an activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure.
For joy.
So
All right.
good.
See?
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Uh,
Okay.
Also, I think we talked about this on the pod before, but we need to just remind the people of that time you and I stayed at the Fort Wilderness cabins.
I freaking knew you were about to bring this up.
It just was like so funny. I think you and I talked for like 3 hours about lists.
Yeah, but you still don't understand me.
Well, tell me more about you.
I can't make it make sense, but it just makes sense to me.
That what?
Just the way I write my list.
No, yeah, I think like everybody does lists differently. I think wasn't like the big sticking point between you and I that like I have to write down and give myself credit for literally like brushing my teeth or like waking up, and you just keep like big items,
Yeah, I guess.
right? But then like, okay, how are you remembering the bread stuff?
I honestly I haven't made a list in a minute, so I just remember it.
How?
I don't know. I don't close tabs in my head.
I think that that's actually like a beautiful talent that you have room in your brain to I can't I literally I know people say like I can't even remember what I had for breakfast, but like my brain does not. I couldn't tell you what we talked about 20 minutes ago.
I can. I don't know. I have a good memory.
That's beautiful. I wouldn't keep lists
Kyle,
either if I didn't have to.
Kyle wishes I didn't have as good of a memory.
I know. Victoria does that too. She'll be like, "Do you remember like May of 1923 when we picked blueberries?" And I'm like, "Victoria, what are you talking? It's like amazing. I don't know how."
That's me.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing.
Okay, moving on.
Um, Alexa also said that she taught herself hand lettering.
Oh,
And
oh,
have you tried this?
yeah, I can't do it, but yeah, go on.
It's something that I used to practice in COVID a lot. You can print out like sheets like they give to children who learn cursive.
I like specifically bought an iPad once with the Apple Pen so that I could get really good at it.
Yeah, it would be actually like a good skill for you because
Yeah,
of
and it just like
work.
didn't really go well. And then I also took a class here. You probably have them there too.
So like brush and or
They're called
what's
like
it?
script and
Sip
sip
and script. Yeah.
and script. Ange and I took a class once, and actually the girl, like her sister is one of my customers, Small World, and then anywho,
I remember it was kind of like a new cafe or something, little
no,
bakery.
no, that was our scrapbooking class.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
This was a different class, but anywho, it was like a calligraphy class, and it's another like therapeutic
It's
one.
super therapeutic, and I feel like it's a good, um, not on the level of like list making, but it's a good like skill that's transferable to life. Like if you're
Yes,
writing somebody an envelope, I love being able to like write their name.
for
Cute.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah. Good,
love.
good job, Alexa. Uh, this is really what I've been waiting to read about because in my original post I said like, does anybody have like an epic fail story about a hobby? She said, my epic fail hobby is roller skating. I have skates, but I'm so terrified of injuring myself, I never do it. That is so real.
That is real.
Like, and also the idea that you would go like buy the stuff and then like not like I have a full if you knew the amount of stuff I have for rugging, for like tufting,
I believe it.
and like never use it.
Okay, I have questions. Like why? Like did someone she know also roller skate
Good. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and that's why she like wanted to get involved?
Yeah.
I just want to know how that one came up. However, I am also that person who, if I want to do something, like I will commit to it and I would purchase the roller skates and all of the things needed and then be like, better not.
Right. And like how do you injury is one that like the more adult I get, the more I'm just like, is that really worth it?
Right. Yeah.
Like, do I want to break a bone? Whereas I feel like when I was younger, it was like, whatever.
You're right. Yeah.
Like, just like changes quick.
Yeah. I feel like that's like another, like in the same, there was one time I was like, oh, I really want a bike and I'm gonna like go on bike rides and stuff.
Yeah.
This was a long, long time ago. Didn't use the bike very often.
Yeah,
But
we did that. We like once went to a academy of sports or something and they were like we bought like matching bikes, AJ
yeah,
and I, because they were on sale. And we did use them like, I don't know, maybe 2 months. We just recently sold them because I was like, these take up so much room.
space.
We're not like biking people.
Right?
Like, why are we doing this?
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
investigating stick sizes. This is honestly fascinating. Um, yeah, the bikes. Do you still have yours?
No.
Yeah.
I have a stationary bike.
Right. That's another hobby that like we were like, oh, we ran a singular run Disney race. Let's buy a Peloton. Like we definitely deserve to spend like thousands of dollars on a stationary piece of equipment.
Okay, I will say though, that 10 miler that I didn't get to come
You
down for, like, we trained for that, okay? We
yes.
used those treads.
I agree. I agree. We did train.
I don't regret the tread purchase.
I don't regret the tread purchase. I regret not having like a bigger house
Fair.
because I just like could use the space. Like if I had a basement, I think all my problems would be solved.
That's fair. That's fair.
But okay. Sarah Walsh Petticini for
I like
habits. We're doing hobbies, but I'm gonna yeah, I'll hold her habits.
okay.
Okay. Her hobbies are reading, making lists.
Oh my God.
Okay. Putting together, this one's so cute. I didn't know you could do this. Putting together hospital room decoration kits for our local children's hospital.
Okay. That
Yeah.
one, I can't believe you don't do this.
I didn't know it was a thing, but like right up my alley.
Yeah.
So
What a
fun. Oh,
brilliant idea.
yeah. And like would make me so happy if I was in the hospital too. So, like when I get it. It makes sense.
And like you could do it like seasonally. Oh my gosh.
So cute. And you could
That
do
could
it.
be a
Yeah.
fun little like group, like
Yeah, like you buy all the stickers, I'll buy all the crepe paper,
no,
whatever.
I was thinking like a group like nationwide because it's like everywhere. And then
Oh,
you all come up, like you brainstorm the ideas and then you all make your own kits and give them to different children's hospitals. Commitment, but I love it.
it is a great idea. And like you are so good at thinking of the themes, like the shelf themes.
Yeah, you can just, that
Like,
is brilliant.
yeah. And like imagine some kid getting like a March Madness themed
I know.
room kit. Not this kid, but like a kid.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That I
Genius.
I have more questions. Like, how did you get started in that?
Yeah, Sarah, if you're listening, can you tell us more?
That is, I love that.
She also does coloring, kayaking, walking and hiking, and daydreaming about the business she wants to start. There are so many other hobbies I want to explore, but there are only 24 hours in a day. Love that. Love that we threw
Wow.
the business thing on the end because, like,
This, this girl's motivated.
yeah, she's crushing it. Also, like, maybe your business idea is hospital room decor. I know it's not, you're not gonna like sell them to the
I
hospital, but
know.
maybe you like start a group. I don't know. There's gotta be everything has money behind it.
I do agree with that. I was thinking the same.
That's what a cool idea. Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And for recognizing that's a hobby.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, work,
Right.
but like probably pretty fun. Also, would have been my friend Stephanie, I swear to you, bought like the entire Party City. You know how they're all like closing?
Right.
Literally, like it was like we were on supermarket sweep. But like she's such a good event planner and like she'll use it all.
Right.
I just am thinking like when those Party Cities were 75, 85% off,
That's
you could
when
have made like,
you jump in.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, like it's the same thing when like if you can plan ahead, like when Michaels puts all of the Easter stuff on clearance, go grab it for next year or something like that. I'm so bad at planning that kind of stuff, but
I am too. Maybe if you wrote it down. Um,
maybe.
I I also always have like fantasized about the idea of, do you know how like RIP, but Joanne's, I think Michael's does it too. Will give you like a weekly coupon, like
Yeah.
one good one.
Yeah.
Why is it not part of my life, like every Monday at 10 a.m. to go buy one item at
Because,
50% off?
because you don't need it and now you're just collecting stuff that you don't need.
You're right, but like if I was making these boxes,
Then yes, you maybe would need it, but
I could think of one thing a week to buy from Michael's that would be like worth using. They sell
oh,
pens.
you're right. You're right. Yeah.
They sell, I don't know. I feel like yeah. Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you.
Plus like it would be fun. I don't know.
Okay.
Lisa Orloff. Reading. I
Lots of
also yeah, lots of readers. I just have received so many books in the last week and I can't.
have opened a single one.
No. Like I love the idea. The idea is so romantic to me to like
Yeah.
sit with like some tea and like read a book.
See, maybe if I wrote more lists, I'd close more tabs and then I'd be able to read the book better.
Do you find that like I know once you're into a book you'll like double down and read it, but do you think
Yeah.
that's why you're not reading?
Yeah.
Because you're just like thinking about all the other stuff that has to be done?
Yeah.
That's that's real.
Mhm.
Maybe you just get like a bookmark that's like a list. You can just like add to it.
In the middle of reading,
Sure. Then you don't have
then
to
I'm not
think about it. You just
need like any information.
no, you just like write it down and then it's out of your brain. You're not like I don't know, when I'm like trying to fall asleep or whatever and I like think of something, I feel like I have to like get it out of me or I'll wake up in the middle of the night and be like, sourdough.
Yeah, I guess. I still feel like when I write it down, it still doesn't go away.
You think like you need to get up and do it.
Kind of, yeah.
We were just talking about this at Easter. My mom uh apparently woke up the night before Easter at like 4 in the morning and her boyfriend like she like got up out of bed and went near the 3D printer. She has a million 3D printers. And he was like, "What are you doing?" And she was like, "I need to download a file." And he was like, "What? Like, what are you doing?"
That's great.
So I guess maybe that's just a thing people do.
Yeah.
Crazy. This will be our last one for today.
Okay.
This is Kristen, who I just was talking about, who moved here. Um, with my move coming, I'm revamping my entire hobbies and habits lists, and I
Oh,
can't wait. I'm really excited to be able to swim to relieve stress. That's been a new one for me because the world shuts off in the water. That's so
oh,
real. Along with when I'm jumping my ponies. She's a like does horse
the
jumping.
yeah.
I figured, yeah, maybe you put that together on your own. Okay.
Yeah.
I've I'm also getting very invested in making custom etched cups of my friends' horses' faces. Um, so cool.
Like by hand or has like
She sent me a picture of, if I'm remembering this correctly, I think that she has maybe like Procreate or some sort of app on the iPad where she can
yeah,
take like a photograph of a horse, or she did one of Spec, and like turn it into not a cartoon, but like
a
a
line
cart
drawing.
yeah, like a line drawing. And
Yeah.
then she uses like a Cricut or a silhouette or whatever to like cut it out, and then you etch, you know how to etch.
Like a yeah, like on glass. Okay.
Yeah, on glass.
Very
So
cool.
yeah, I think that's what she's doing. She's made me some etched cups when I was doing like beverage girly. Remember my TikTok days?
Yeah,
She's made me like a wine glass, a beer stein, whatever. They were so cute. So
that's fun.
good hobbies. And also I love when a hobby can be like a gift.
Oh, I agree. Like we were talking about this last week of how like I want the hobby to be useful, not just
Yes.
like, collect more junk or in a way, I guess. And yeah, so if you can like make it as a gift and you have fun
Yeah.
doing it, like wow.
Well, and then it's not a job. You're
Yeah,
not like, you and I talked about how we like ruin a lot of hobbies because we turn them into money making things.
correct.
But a gift is nice. And I don't, tell me where you stand on this. I feel like for a while homemade, quote unquote, like homemade gifts were like out. And now I feel like more than ever I would rather have a homemade, I'd rather have like a picture Brooks drew me than like honest to God, than like $100 bill.
I agree.
So
I
I think
think you
homemade
like
stuff
get
is cool.
yeah, 1000%. I think we get to like a phase in your life of like you have what you need, right? Like
True. Yeah.
I can't think of anything that I need
Yeah.
that I wouldn't just like go get myself, I guess.
Yeah.
Currently.
No, I hear what you're saying. And like people can buy you stuff and stuff is cool, but like it's hard to buy stuff that isn't a need that is like perfect for people like the like you said, like we're already like buying all the stuff that we need when we need it.
Right, right.
So unless you know that it's like a want somebody has, you're trying to like hit a mark that's like pretty hard to hit because
Agree.
and like homemade, you're still trying to hit a mark, but at least it's like I didn't even think I needed. I just saw somebody sew like felt book corners. It like holds your page.
Yeah.
And it took her like not 5 minutes, but like pretty quick. It was probably like $0. Felt is so cheap,
Oh
but they
yeah.
were like so cute. It's not something I ever would have purchased. I didn't even know it existed. And like then you'll think of that person every time you're reading your book,
Agreed.
which is never.
1000.
But you
But
know,
if I was,
but if I was,
yeah. Yeah. No,
yeah,
I homemade's in.
homemade is in.
Yes. Great.
Uh, that's where, yeah, I'm gonna stop with the list, but let us know what you think about homemade gifts, and
Yes.
also if you believe that hobbies should be strictly for pleasure, not for gifts, not for business. If you think, you know, if you're good at something, make money on it. Like, where do you
Where do you
lie?
stand?
Where do you stand?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
that's what we want to know.
I guess what I was trying to think of like I forget what we talked about last week of a certain hobby.
Hobbies. We talked about hobbies.
Yes, thank you. But of whatever the particular, like I guess it's even like baking. Like how much can you really bake until it's too much?
Yeah, right.
Unless you have somebody like unless you're going somewhere and you're like baking something because like that's what you're bringing or whatever.
I no, I totally agree. But I don't know. I guess like that is why I didn't get into baking for so long. Number one, I don't like measuring, and like that really stresses me out. But now that I have the scale, it's better.
Yeah,
Um, but you're right. Like if you get really good at like this cupcake decorating, for example, I was like, this is so cool. It's very fun, whatever. What am I gonna do with cupcakes?
that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah. And like people, I feel baked goods are like not a nice thing to like bring into work or like
Oh,
continue to
really?
leave it. It's like nice, but like number one, then I'm gonna eat them and I don't
Yeah.
need to be eating them. Number two, I just feel like you gotta like, what if somebody's feelings get hurt? Because like nobody takes any. What if somebody eats them all and there's not one left?
No, you're overthinking this.
I overthink everything, but I don't know. Baked goods in the workplace freak me out.
Okay, that's a
That's why
hot take.
that's why I work from home.
Yeah. Hot take of the day.
Good. We always gotta leave the people with at least one hot take.
Yeah, that's yours. All right.
We have approximately 650 additional hobbies to get through, so
Oh, geez.
same time next week.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It'll be great.
All right. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.